Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more of a talker than a doer when it comes to his career. You will hear him boast about where he wants to go and how he deserves success. But he doesn't put in steady effort or handle setbacks well. People like this usually struggle to build a solid career because they start many things but rarely finish them.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's much more likely to break down than bounce back. He reacts strongly when frustrated, sometimes raising his voice or lashing out at people around him. If you want peace and support during tough times, he will likely make things harder, not easier.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He often ends up fighting with people at work instead of earning their respect. His sharp attitude and lack of kindness make it hard for him to build friendly relationships. You will hear stories about work conflicts, tense meetings, or even shouting matches.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he's very likely to feel insecure and react badly. Instead of celebrating your achievements, he could get angry or make cutting remarks, seeing your success as a threat. He doesn't handle others' success well, especially when it feels close to home.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he will likely resent you and feel deeply insecure. Instead of being happy for you, he could act cold, pick fights, or try to put you down with rude comments. You might notice a tense atmosphere at home and feel uneasy sharing your achievements.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is quite strict and careful when it comes to managing money. You'll notice that he likes things planned and organized, so he won't casually waste money or make impulsive purchases. If you want to share financial decisions, be ready for him to be particular and possibly controlling.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and sticks to what he can afford. He doesn't try to show off or pretend to be wealthier than he is. If you are worried about someone pretending or living beyond their income, he is not like that.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite tight with money, and not very generous with his feelings or support. If you need help or a warm gesture, don't expect him to offer easily. He'll question why and may even refuse. Be prepared to feel unheard or unappreciated at times since he doesn't easily open his heart or wallet.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be open about how much money there is and how it's being used, but he's also very controlling. You'll know the details about income and spending, but he expects you to follow strict rules and may get upset if you don't. If you try to make your own decisions, he might argue or criticize.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework is mainly the woman's job and not something to share equally. If you ask for help, he might refuse, argue, or act irritated. You may end up handling most chores by yourself and feeling unappreciated.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will mostly supervise you rather than actually help with chores or baby care. He might stand nearby, give instructions, or point out what's not done right, but he won't step in to do the hard work himself. If you want a partner who truly shares the load, you'll be disappointed.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He mostly argues to prove he's right rather than trying to truly understand your side. When you share your feelings or thoughts, he's quick to interrupt or push back with his own opinion. He isn't interested in finding middle ground or making you feel heard.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often says hurtful things and acts in a very aggressive manner. You may hear shouting, harsh words, and blame rather than calm discussion or respect. He doesn't think twice before hurting your feelings, and apologies will be rare.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is a man who gets angry very quickly and doesn't control his reactions well. It's not just small irritations. He can explode over things that others might handle calmly. This is a serious red flag for any relationship, and it's important not to ignore it.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility for his actions. When something goes wrong, his first reaction is to blame you or make excuses rather than admitting his mistake. Genuine apologies and changes in his behavior will be very rare.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not good at respecting boundaries and may ignore or push against your no. If you say you're uncomfortable or not ready for something, he's likely to argue, complain, or try to convince you otherwise instead of stopping and listening. This can leave you feeling unsafe or pressured, which is very serious in any relationship. Please take this as a strong warning. Your comfort and safety must always come first.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or being gentle, he might act offended, get upset, or make you feel guilty for saying no. This kind of response can make intimacy feel stressful rather than loving and caring.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot trust him to handle private moments with care. If you ever share something personal or have a special moment together, he may later use it against you in arguments or say things that embarrass you. This kind of behavior can deeply affect your sense of safety and trust in the relationship.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and does not show strong loyalty in relationships. You may catch him flirting, looking at others, or spending time with someone else behind your back. This kind of behavior can leave you feeling insecure and doubting his commitment.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is overpossessive and often acts jealous, controlling, and suspicious. He may question who you talk to, want to know your every move, or get upset if you spend time with friends or family without him. If you talk back or defend yourself, he could get angry or accuse you of misbehaving.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, his protective nature is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He may tell you he's looking out for you, but in reality, he wants to make all the decisions and keep you under his thumb. It's important to remember that true care means respect and trust, not control and fear.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. If you ask for help, he may grumble, ignore you, or act as if looking after the kids is only your responsibility. Working together as a team will be difficult and you may feel tired and alone.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. He may yell, say hurtful things, or even make them feel scared instead of helping them understand what went wrong. Calm talks or gentle teaching will be rare, as he reacts harshly and expects perfect behavior.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of encouraging your dreams and helping you balance work and family, he may expect you to focus only on home and kids. You might feel like you're losing yourself with little help and respect for your personal goals.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who may seem supportive of your career at first, but later could ask you to quit once you have a child. His attitude is often controlling, and when family roles change, he's likely to expect you to give up your work and focus only on home. You might hear things like, a good mother should stay at home, or feel pressure to give up your dreams.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is unlikely to treat your parents with real warmth. At best, he may act polite when he has to, but his heart won't be in it. If problems come up, he won't show much kindness or patience and could be blunt or disrespectful. He will expect your family to change for him, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will likely make things worse instead of handling it calmly. He tends to react quickly with anger or harsh words, turning small problems into big fights. If you want peace and teamwork in tough times, he struggles to give you that support.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern with you at home, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. When family is around, he'll want you to dress a certain way, follow strict customs, and behave according to old fashioned expectations, even if he doesn't always do so himself. If you wish for consistency and real acceptance, this double standard will weigh heavily on you and leave you feeling restricted.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is likely to stay out of it or side with his family rather than support you. He doesn't want to upset his relatives, so he'll avoid taking your side or helping you feel stronger. This can leave you feeling lonely and let down when you need his backing the most.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is very much a mummy's boy and will almost always choose his mother's side in any conflict. If disagreements happen, he'll support her views, even if it means ignoring your feelings or letting you down. You might feel invisible or unimportant as he struggles to set boundaries or stand up for you.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters won't stay just between the two of you. Any issues or arguments could quickly become family gossip. You might feel exposed, embarrassed, or betrayed as relatives judge or interfere in your marriage.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man is exhausting and lonely day in and day out. You'll find yourself handling most of the responsibilities, always worried about upsetting him or his family.